Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, February 12th, 2026. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, community gathers in solemn vigil to honor Alejandra Let Hippolyte. Authorities intensify manhunt for escaped prisoner. Hen Sheng Group and government celebrate landmark progress in Grenada National Resort project. NNP caretaker says government policy is squeezing local contractors. Regionally, Motley's BLP sweeps Barbados polls again. And internationally, Epstein victims clash with U.S. Justice Department. And in sports, Intercol Planning Committee calls for greater collaboration with the private sector. Details after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The church grounds in Crowshoe became a place of reflection, grief, and unity Wednesday evening as hundreds gathered for a candlelight vigil in memory of Alejandra Let Hippolyte. There was a call for unity, compassion, and continued support. Chrislyn John attended and had this report.
Family members and friends, government officials representing the various ministries, non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations, church groups, and other members in the community all gathered here in Crowshoe, St. Andrew to honor the life of a young lady who tragically lost her life last Friday, Alejandra Let Hippolyte. With lighted candles, the procession started at the Crowshoe RC Church grounds, headed down to the direction where her body was discovered. This candlelight vigil was organized by the Ministry of Social and Community Development and Gender Affairs. It was an emotional journey with many, including her lecturers and close associates, sharing memories.
Well, at first and up to this day, I still don't want to acknowledge it because knowing her personality, it's hard to believe that this happened to her and actually putting her in that experience. So I'm in total denial, sad to say, but I will miss her because it's very hard to stand up in front of a class to lecture and seeing an empty seat knowing that she's supposed to be there.
She had a big heart. At night Alicia was on duty, but Alejandra didn't go. She chose to go home to her family. And this is what really make it hard, knowing I spoke to her not so long, and at least by say 4:30, minutes to 5 latest, she was supposed to be home. You know, it's really hard.
The flicker of candlelight illuminated as hymns were softly sung and prayers whispered into the night air. There were calls for peace, justice, and healing, as echoed by Bishop Devon Rashi.
We come before you. Lord, as a nation we are in pain. As a nation we are mourning because this is not just the first. For years we have seen this happen over and over again. And Lord, every one more is one more too many. So God, we come before you and we pray even now that that in this situation that justice shall prevail. We pray, oh God, for the men in our society, that Lord, those who do not have the value that we should have for women will have this value for women.
The vigil was both painful and powerful, a moment for Grenadians from all walks of life to stand together in solidarity with Alejandro's family and to send a clear message that violence has no place in local communities.
With you cursing and screaming, we want this anger to be turned into energy that we use to press the government of Grenada for better and more protective policies. We want this energy to be a call of action to our non-governmental organizations, our politicians on every side of the aisle that they find themselves, our church leaders, our community leaders.
That was Tyrone Buckmeyer, Director of Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic, Grenada. Minister for Social and Community Development, Senator Gloria Thomas, assured the gathering that work continues to address gender-based violence.
As Minister for Gender and Family Affairs, I stand before you to reaffirm our commitment to justice and to meaningful action. We will continue working to end violence against women and girls. We feel the pain of our family. The entire nation stands with you. I call on all of us to adopt zero tolerance for gender-based violence and sexual crimes.
At the site where Alejandro's body was found, the procession paused as many stood in quiet reflection while others laid candles and flowers. Community leaders who addressed the gathering urged unity, compassion, and continued support for the grieving family, while calling for collective action to protect the nation's children and young people. Last night's vigil was a demonstration of love, remembrance, and a community determined not to let Alejandro's life be forgotten. From Croshu in St. Andrew, where many have expressed their sorrow about that tragedy that rocked the entire country, I am Chrislyn John for GBN News.
Law enforcement officials are ramping up efforts to locate escaped inmate Edwin Langain, who remains at large after fleeing police custody earlier this week. Authorities are warning the public to remain alert, as Langain is considered armed and dangerous. Shania McIntosh has this update.
Police and prison officials are counting their search for the escaped inmate Edwin Langain, who has been on the run since Tuesday. The 38-year-old of Laborie, St. George, escaped from the General Hospital, where he had been taken to seek medical attention. Since his escape, law enforcement officers from the Royal Grenada Police Force and prison services have been engaged in coordinated operations across several communities, actively pursuing leads to locate and apprehend him. Officials warn that Langain is considered armed and dangerous, and members of the public are advised not to approach him under any circumstances. Instead, anyone who sees him or has information regarding his whereabouts is urged to immediately contact His Majesty Prison at 440-2298 or the nearest police station. According to the description provided, Langain is approximately 5 feet 9 inches tall, of brown complexion with brown eyes. Members of the public are being asked to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity or sighting of the escaped prisoner. This is a developing story, and further updates will be provided as more information becomes available. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
The head of Grenada's Public Workers Union is sounding the alarm over what she describes as an extraordinary increase in dismissals across the public service, urging government to uphold due process and ensure accountability. Chrislyn John has this story.
The president of the Public Workers Union, the PWU, Daisy Hazard, is raising concern over what she describes as an extraordinary number of employee dismissals within the public service over the past 2 years. Hazard made the comments during a press conference held on Tuesday at the Public Workers Union building in Tantin, St. George, where she provided members and the media with an update on the union's representation efforts and ongoing negotiations. According to the PWU president, several employees have been dismissed over the last 24 months without what she considers proper due diligence.
In the Public Workers Union, within the last 2 years or so, and right now currently, we are seeing too many employees, too many workers just dismissed. It is unprecedented within the last perhaps 10 years of our history that we who are sitting here can recall, that wantonly, it appears, easily, without proper process and circumspection, workers are being dismissed. We do see cases, and there are cases where we see the employer do due diligence, follow protocols, give warnings, but we also see dismissals where people's feelings feel aggrieved, or you just don't like how a worker acted or what they might have had to say.
Hazard emphasized that while the union's primary responsibility is to represent and defend the public workers, it does not condone wrongdoing.
I want to say here right now that even as the union stand to defend you, even as the union supports you, and that is our responsibility. This is the reason why you pay us dues. We don't have the largest to say, I would represent Brother Hugh in this matter, or I will represent Sister Homian in this matter. But if Tom comes with another matter, the union will not represent. The union always represents because that is our responsibility. But when you make it difficult, when the employer can present to the union conclusive and comprehensive reporting on actions that you ought not to be doing in the workplace, misconduct, repeated misconduct that is brought to you. We are not a union that will not say to members where you ought to pull your socks and your boots up. That is also our responsibility. But what we're seeing now in the workspace, the level of dismissals, that's not good enough.
She further noted that in some instances, dismissed employees have eventually been vindicated, with the state being required to compensate them. Hazard is urging government to ensure that proper procedures are followed and that state resources are used wisely, particularly in matters that could result in costly legal or settlement payments.
So we want to caution and urge government, stop wasting the resources of the state. Stop dismissing workers without just cause. And then taxpayers in the long run pay. That's not the only worker. I've mentioned Mr. James, but he's not the only worker. Those of you who are prosecuting workers, those of you who are acting outside the provisions of the staff order, those of you who are acting outside the provisions of the SRNO, you ought to stop. And you ought to advise policymakers properly, such that they will not be wasting taxpayers' money by going after workers for no other cause except that they can, and having them dismissed unjustly.
The Public Workers Union say it remains committed to advocating for fair treatment, transparency, and accountability within the public sector. Chrislyn John.
Caretaker for the new National Party in St. George Northwest, Dr. Adrian Joseph, is raising concern about a government policy that requires local contractors to fully finance projects before receiving payment. Shania McIntosh has this report.
Speaking at a recent consultation with contractors, Dr. Adrian Joseph described the arrangement as placing an undue amount of pressure on local service providers. He argued that many small and medium-sized contractors simply do not have the financial capacity to fund projects from start to finish while waiting extended periods to be paid. According to Dr. Joseph, the policy forces contractors into difficult positions, often requiring them to seek seek loans or other financial arrangements with banks and lending institutions to complete government jobs. He noted that this increases their operational costs and financial risk.
I think it's an undue amount of pressure on our local contractors. It means, therefore, that some of them, most of them, I don't know many local contractors who can afford that, will then have to enter into arrangement with financial institution to meet that kind of arrangement. Now, doing that might be fine on the face of it, but then the government responsibility in terms of paying those contractors when the time comes to meet the obligations to the financial institution, is that being done? These are some of the hard questions that the government need to ask themselves as well.
Dr. Joseph further stated that while contractors may enter into agreements with financial institutions to move projects forward, the government has a responsibility to ensure timely payment once contractual obligations are met. He stressed that delays in payment can create serious cash flow challenges and threaten the sustainability of local businesses. The caretaker is calling for a review of the policy, emphasizing the need for a system that better supports local contractors while maintaining accountability. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Coming up in Network News, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell hails Mia Mottley's historic third term, pledges continued partnership with Barbados, and Heng Sheng Group and government celebrate landmark progress in Grenada National Resort project.
The I in ARISA stands for you, our members. Your goals matter to us. When you speak, we listen and we act. That's why we've rolled out new deposit rates to help your money work harder. We're offering 4.25% on retirement accounts, 4% on educational savings, and 3.5% on 5-year fixed deposits. We're helping you save on your mortgage. Switch to ARISA and enjoy rates as low as 3.99% plus 50% off legal and processing fees. We are also making it easier to get on the road. Get 100% vehicle financing with rates of just 5% on the purchase of a new vehicle. And if you already have a loan for a recent model, we'll help you switch and enjoy better rates. And for our loyal members, we've designed the ARISA Advantage account, which gives you the VIP experience you deserve. You requested, we responded, you received.
This is the ARISA promise. Better value, better service, members first.
Visit arisacu.com or call us today.
You can now make a payment directly to Grenlec, anytime, anywhere. Just visit myaccount.grenlec.com and sign in. From the menu, select Financials, then Billing to view your account balance and billing history. Ready to pay? Tap Make a Payment. Choose the account or accounts you'd like to pay and hit Next. Select Debit or Credit Card. Enter your amount, fill your payment details, and tap Confirm and Pay. That's it. Your payment goes through instantly and your account updates right away. Sign up today and put the power in your hands.
Where's the car? Don't stress when your getaway car gets away. Have peace of mind with CG United Comprehensive Motor Insurance.
This mask is itchy. Does anyone have any lotion?
We can't protect you from scary clowns, but we can protect you from motor theft and damage. CG United. Good like that.
Payments shouldn't slow you down. Tap your phone to pay with Apple Pay or Google Pay. No need to carry cards or even your wallet. Freedom of online shopping that actually works with the Spot Pay Calypso card. Send and receive money with friends, locally and securely. Receive money from the U.S. in seconds and spend it right away. Send and spend across the Caribbean and all over the world. All with one app. Spot Pay. Money reimagined.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no
AXA Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
Our marketing goals for 2026 are ambitious yet achievable. We aim to drive airlift growth by collaborating with airlines and travel partners to expand seat capacity and routes. Strengthening community and stakeholder engagement is key, as we want to ensure that the benefits of tourism are felt broadly across our islands. Promoting sustainable tourism is a priority, as we encourage practices that preserve Grenada's environment, heritage, and cultural identity. We also want to focus on expanding into new markets while reinforcing our brand's position in existing markets. By increasing engagement and conversion through targeted digital campaigns, enhancing content quality, and building strong relationships with industry partners, we hope to boost brand awareness, improve our reputation, and secure media mentions in our target markets.
The countdown is on for the most exciting relay showdown in the nation. The IMA National Relay Meet, started for Saturday, February 21st, 2026, 3 p.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come witness speed, relentless competition, and heart-pounding relays that will keep you at the edge of your seats from start to finish. The island's fastest teams will battle for glory, but who will rise to the top and claim the prizes? You have to be there to see live. Admission finish line $50, main stand $30, secondary stand $20, and bleachers $15. Children 12 and under pay $15 for main and secondary stands and bleachers. Get your tickets. Feel the speed. The IMA National Relay Meet 2026, the ultimate relay experience.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Grenada, something good is coming. It's closer than you think. A small moment can change your whole day. A new kind of fun is about to begin. Grenada, your day's about to pop.
Camahorn Boat, a powerful multimedia production, presented at Carafesta 15, written and directed by Chris Riggs. One big performance only at the Grenada Trade Center on Saturday, 7th March at 7 p.m. The Camahorn Boat is the ship of state, Grenada sailing to its destiny. The Camahorn Boat is a call for unity, an exciting story about patriotism, played out by Grenada's best acting talents, featuring Samuel Ogilvie, Robert White, Debbie Gilchrist, Bianchi Toussaint, Dillian Walters, and others. Come out and join us in celebrating our Grenadianness on Saturday, 7th March, 7 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Admission almost free. Advance tickets are $50, $65 at the door. Your ticket outlets: Giddens Pharmacy Grand Anse, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceline Mall, Mitchell's Pharmacy Grand Anse, 3B's Shoe Store, downtown St. George, and other places. Bring out the entire family and enjoy a wonderful evening of Grenadian theater on 7th March at Grenada Trade Center, 7 p.m.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch research and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Heng Sheng Group, in partnership with senior government officials, has reached a major milestone in the development of the Grenada National Resort at Lavera St. Patrick, a transformative project poised to reshape the nation's tourism industry and economy. Shania McIntosh reports.
The Heng Sheng Group, alongside government officials, marked a significant milestone this week in the ongoing development of Grenada's national resort at Lavera St. Patrick. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, speaking at the ceremony, expressed gratitude to the Chinese stakeholders for their continued investment and confidence in Grenada. He emphasized that the project is expected to generate substantial economic benefits for the country, particularly for St. Patrick. The Prime Minister described the initiative as a transformative investment that will strengthen Grenada's tourism product and elevate the island's global image.
The success of this project is the success of St. Patrick and the success of Grenada. And the government is committed to ensuring that we continue to partner and support, and wherever there are challenges, that we work through the challenges to make sure that this partnership brings forth the fruition that we need.
Members of the Heng Sheng Group provided updates on the progress of the project and reaffirmed their commitment to its successful completion. They highlighted the collaborative efforts between developers and the government of Grenada in bringing the large-scale investment to fruition.
Around the world, more and more investors now know and trust this country. In a complex market with many different choices, Grenada stands for integrity. It's known as trusted and stable safe harbor for global investors. This has made Grenada the most respected citizenship program in the Caribbean.
The year of 2025 is behind us, and a hopeful 2026 has arrived. As we approach the year of the horse, we are delighted to gather here in beautiful Grenada to celebrate our achievements and look ahead to our future. Looking back, this past year saw us standing shoulder to shoulder, overcoming challenges together. It was a year of real growth and milestone achievements. On behalf of Chairman Lee and the company's management, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the government of Grenada and the Honorable Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell for your unwavering support. I also want to thank our partners and colleagues who have contributed so much to Heng Sheng Group's success. Let's work together with passion and unity to make 2026 a fantastic year.
新加坡黑森集团2年6年多工作总结会，2年6年。
Officials in attendance were given a guided tour of the five-star development to observe the progress made thus far. A key feature of the project is its 17-floor structure. Which, upon completion, will stand as the tallest building on the island. When completed, the resort will feature 500 sea view rooms, including presidential suites, executive rooms, and business suites, making it the largest hotel in Grenada. The development will also boast an 18-hole golf course, a casino, a marina with berths for yachts, multiple restaurants, a 24-hour gym, an outdoor swimming pool, expansive parking facilities, and 2 helipads. In May 2019, Grenada passed legislative amendments allowing multiple investors to participate in government-approved projects, a move that paved the way for the large-scale developments such as this one. Prime Minister Mitchell reaffirmed the government's commitment to ensuring that the project delivers long-term economic growth, job creation, and expanded opportunities for Grenadians. The Grenada National Resort is expected to significantly reshape the tourism landscape in the northern part of the island once completed. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
The village of Telescope is at the heart of a community mural launched at the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, SAS. The mural, which highlights the ecological importance of mangroves, is the result of community engagement led by the Grenada Red Cross Society. Reporter Deidre Silly has more details.
The Grenada Red Cross Society has lifted the curtain on a community mural at the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School. The unveiling, which took place Wednesday evening, represents the culmination of the year-long Ecological Connectivity Community Resilience Project, targeting the areas of Woburn and Telescope. The mural, which is visible from the road outside the school, depicts the interdependent relationship between mangrove trees and surrounding communities. Program and Operations Manager of the Grenada Red Cross, Yvonne Thomas, said the mural tells a compelling story based on the data collected throughout the project, which was funded by the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund.
What it did was to take all the assessment data, the community feedback, the stakeholders' input and consultation, and we were able to put it into a story form. Science don't always give us the long read that we need, but when you put a story on the wall, it does have a never-ending conversation. For us, it was a good opportunity to have the community to be part of the mural design, as well as the students from the SAS school was able to partake in the completion of the painting of the mural.
Muralist Princess Jeremiah of Nashon Jeremiah Arts expressed hope that the artwork will educate not just the students of SAS, but also residents and passers-by.
The overarching theme for this mural is education, longevity. We don't want it to just be a nice, picturesque backdrop for photos. We want it to be educational from today onward.
Mangroves play a critical role in climate resilience, protecting shorelines and providing a home for marine species. Unfortunately, the community of Telescope has been a casualty of coastal erosion, which has threatened lifestyles and incomes, according to community members Pamela Fortune and Mike Noel. Both shared their appreciation for the efforts of the Grenada Red Cross.
Telescope Beach years ago when I was a child, when they send you to the shop, it's like from here to down the hill. But now it's like from here to the school, the landmark. So we can see the vast erosion that have taken place. And we really, really appreciate the Red Cross for what they are doing.
Very proud to be amongst you guys to bring this to not only to Telescope but to the entire Grenada, Caribbean, Martinique and other countries that is seeing that what you guys are doing. And I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
According to the Red Cross, the ECCR project, implemented in both Grenada and Jamaica, symbolizes a shift from solely humanitarian response to disaster prevention. Reporting for GBN News, I am Deidre Seeley.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has congratulated Prime Minister-elect of Barbados, Mia Amor-Motley, on securing a historic third consecutive election victory. Motley's Barbados Labour Party, BLP, won all 30 seats in the lower house of Parliament following general elections held on Wednesday. A press release from the Prime Minister's office described this latest victory as a reflection of Barbadians' confidence in Motley's stewardship. The Prime Minister also commended Motley for her outstanding leadership within the Caribbean and on the global stage, adding that her advocacy has strengthened the region's voice on matters such as climate action, economic justice, and international cooperation. Prime Minister Mitchell affirmed Grenada's commitment to working closely with Motley's administration, seeing her renewed mandate as a promise of further cooperation on sustainable development, climate resilience, and regional integration. GBN I saw in a delightful encounter captured by our I Saw segment. One keen-eyed reporter recounts a fleeting moment with a stunning visitor that quickly took flight, disappearing as fast as it had appeared. It's time for our GBN I Saw.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
ISOR reporter describes how a beautiful bird paid a brief visit, allowing itself to be gently picked up before taking flight once again. The bird's brilliant plumage was a vivid sight as it soared away, leaving behind a moment to remember indeed. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISOR.
After the break, anticipation peaks as Kayak Mass 2026 heats up and La Poterie Saraka to celebrate heritage and community.
This Valentine, celebrate under the stars at Love Fest. Saturday, February 14th at Quarantine Point Recreational Park from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Featuring all the way from Antigua, Burning Flames. Also live, Sabrina Francis, Rita, and Ultimate Perfections Band, Pan Wizards, and more. General admission starts at $100. Grab a couple special for only $180 while stocks last. Tickets are available at Grenadian Optical, Eventbrite, and GoToFed.com. Upgrade your experience with our bottle service, Sweetheart Table for Two, or a more private Cupid's Cabana. Our Love Fest partners, Lashington Agency, Sunrise Airways, Netherlands Insurance, GBN, Boss FM, Grenada Tourism Authority, Flow. Produced by Upstage. Love Fest is on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, starting 6 p.m. at Quarantine Point.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
My name is Liselle Walcott. I am a staff nurse at the General Hospital for the past 16 years. At the Infection Control Department, we do surveillance for communicable diseases or hospital-acquired infections. We do outbreak investigations. So any issues we have, we would investigate it, find out the cause, and we would do recommendations and interventions to all relevant departments. Thus far, with Mount Sinai, we are looking at ways of improving hand hygiene. Hand hygiene has been proven to be one of the most important practices you could do to break the chain of infection. Working along with Mount Sinai, I foresee that it would be a very good thing for us. They are looking into the products that we use, the practices that we do. Going forward, we'll be able to achieve a very high level of compliance and safety across the board for everyone.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
At Sonova, we create human-centered technology that helps organizations work smarter and more efficiently. From software development to digital transformation, our mission is simple: to deliver digital tools that streamline operations and prepare your business for the future. At the core of that mission is Saturn, our flagship platform built for scale, automation, and AI-ready operations. Saturn unifies your digital processes in one place, making it easier to manage manage applications, approvals, clients, and internal workflows. It becomes the digital backbone that supports growth and smarter decision-making across your organization. If you're ready to modernize how you work, our sales team is ready to help. Call 1473-421-7724 and discover how Saturn can transform your operations for long-term success.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
For 35 years, one name has stood with us. Through the storms and sunshine, we've been by your side. Whether you're on the road, at sea, on site, or at home, with Grenadian General Insurance, confidence comes standard. It's never been a better time to renew and update for added benefits. Join us in celebrating 35 years of safeguarding what matters most. Grenadian General Insurance, 35 years strong. Visit Grenadian General Insurance on Scott Street, St. George's. Call us at 440-2434 or visit grenadiangeneral.gd to get the coverage you need.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bets, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily victory, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Anticipation with excitement mounting across the island, the countdown to Kayak Mass 2026 is in full swing as organizers, artists, and revelers prepare for a carnival season brimming with talent, tradition, and cultural pride. This report from Chrislyn John.
The Calypsonians and soca artists have a little more time for last-minute preparations before the finals of their respective competitions. But tonight, all eyes are on the 5 ladies participating in Majestic Thursday. The 5 stunning contestants will grace the stage, each hoping to capture the hearts of the judges and secure the prestigious crown. Cultural Officer Anderson Matheson tells us about what's to come for Kayak Mass.
Yeah, so we're entering the home stretch of Kayak Mass 2026, and tonight starts the first major competition, which is Majestic Thursday, the return of the Kayak Competition, Queen Show competition. We have 5 beautiful, intelligent, lovely young ladies who will be vying for the crown of Miss Carriacou, and as part of that crown to represent us at Spice Mass for the 2026 Carnival. The 5 young ladies are Miss Erica John, Miss Akila Roberts, Miss Hannah Louis, Miss Julissa Samuel, and Miss Diane Saint Bernard. And these 5 young ladies are all depicting aspects of our culture as part of the presentation.
Months of preparation, creativity, and dedication will culminate in one unforgettable night of elegance, intelligence, and cultural pride. The contestants are expected to dazzle in various categories, blending beauty and confidence as they represent the spirit and vibrancy of kayak mass. Judges will be looking for poise, stage presence, articulation, and that undeniable spark that sets a queen apart. Meanwhile, the stage is set and the energy across the carnival community is electric as the Soca Monarch and Calypso finals get closer. Artists who delivered powerful performances in the semis are now turning their focus to the ultimate prize, the coveted Monarch title.
On Friday, we turn from Majestic and Queens on Thursday to Bacchanal on Friday. It is Soca Groovy and Power Soca Monarch finals, and in that competition we have 11 artists vying for the Groovy crown and 10 for the Power Soca crown. Unfortunately, the reigning Groovy Monarch, who is 2 blacks, will not be defending his crown this year. So we're definitely going to have a new Groovy Soca Monarch in Carriacou. But we have 11 of the finest Groovy songs for Carriacou in competition. And that will be followed by the Power Soca, which will be defended by Playboy HTD.
Organizers say this year's competition promises to be one of the most competitive yet, reflecting the growing scale and influence of kayak mass. The festivities culminate on Tuesday.
On Sunday, the Mazra Sunday, we have 13 artists vying for the crown of Calypso Monarch. 12 coming up against the reigning Monarch Shanda, who will be defending her crown. Mazra, we go straight into the Juve, starts at 5 a.m. to the streets of Hillsborough. Today we wake up to the bull of the Shakespeare Mass in the different villages, and from about 12 o'clock they come down to Hillsborough. We will have the final display of the Shakespeare Mass.
As the carnival season builds momentum, tonight's Majestic Thursday serves as a powerful reminder that kayak mass is not just about rivalry. It's about talent, tradition, and the celebration of community excellence. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Final preparations are underway for this year's La Poterie Saraka, as organizers promise a vibrant celebration of Grenadian culture and African heritage in St. Andrew. We get this report from Chrislyn John.
As you say for Saraka, walk with your appetite.
Preparations are intensifying for the annual La Poterie Saraka this Friday. The event is a long-standing cultural observance in St. Andrew, which celebrates Grenada's rich African heritage and traditions. As one villager explained, this tradition was handed down by our ancestors who traveled across the Atlantic Ocean against their will to work on plantations. According to him, there are 2 main aspects of Saraka: the coming together of a community to feed the children of the community, and the drumming aspect at nights. According to organizers, this year's event promises a vibrant display of culture and community spirit. Michael Senator Mitchell, a member of the La Poterie Committee, spoke to GBN.
This Friday, Saraka is a wonderful experience coming together of the community, cooking various pots, starting as early in the morning, and what happens there, they then carry the food to the pasture, where you have that partaking of the community in terms of, as a matter of fact, the shell is being blown around 3 o'clock, which actually allowed the villagers to start having their trays ready to bring to the pasture. The food is spread on leaves, banana leaves or so, and the children and the community invited to partake of the meal.
One of the highlights will be the renowned Tilingo dance, which will make its way through the streets of La Poterie before culminating at the Tivoli pasture. There, patrons can expect a variety of cultural performances and entertainment.
the cultural aspect, there is something you call the Tilingo, where they actually start that from the gap, Roland Bowler's resident gap, onto the pasture, and it's you can join in and be part of that Tilingo. Then you also have the nation dance, you know, the beating of the drum and the traditional dance. That Tilingo would begin around 7, where they form an arch, okay, and persons go under the arch, they put their hands up, and the line keep extending. So and they have this song being sung, and they clap their hands and so on. But it's a nice experience to witness it and to also participate.
According to Michael, the event received support from a number of individuals in the diaspora through fundraisers, the Cultural Foundation, and other means. Organizers say the event remains an important reminder of Grenada's ancestral roots and the enduring significance of traditions passed down through generations. Residents and visitors alike are invited to take part in the celebration of heritage, unity, and thanksgiving.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in
in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency, unlocking the possibilities.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
And now for sports. The Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, GAPSS, has emphasized the importance of stronger partnerships with the private sector. The appeal from President Carl Andel comes on the heels of the recent launch of Intercall 2026. During the formal launch, the National Lotteries Authority, NLA, announced a massive EC $350,000 sponsorship package, the largest single contribution ever recorded for the Games. The record-breaking sum marks a significant increase from the $300,000 provided last year and the $255,000 allocated in 2024.
I must say the Ministry of Sports have taken one step further of getting closer to this, where they have identified coaches, and these coaches were placed in schools. Having dialogue with them, other than placing the coaches in school, it is really, really important that these coaches work with the GA programs so that they could get qualified. Coming back to the program itself, the program is very expensive. We all know that. We're talking about investment from July of the year before up to this year and even further. So we are calling on the business community to work with the different schools so that we could have a gym program, athletics program, nutrition program. We are in a correct place as we speak. But our dream is to ensure that notwithstanding where athletes attend schools, they have an equal chance of doing well at Intercall. From my end, GAPS will have a pivotal role to play. We recognize that role, and I think we're in a very good place.
It's a clash of the Titans this Monday, February 16th, as the 2026 Independence Secondary Schools Cricket Tournament heads into a high-stakes semi-final showdown. St. David's Catholic Secondary School is set to face off against St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, with the winner moving on to challenge the formidable Grenville Secondary School for the championship title. This match is more than just a semi-final. It is a quest for redemption for the SDCSS. In 2025, it was SAS who shattered their dreams with a clinical 6-wicket victory in this same round. The Labbe boys will be looking to recreate that magic, likely leaning on Jamie Wickham, whose previous postseason half-century remains fresh in the memory of both teams. SDCSS, however, has no intention of a repeat performance. They will rely on the experience and steady hands of Desron Mitchell and Nikhil Lewis to anchor their lineup and dismantle the SAS bowling attack. With the dominant GSS waiting in the wings, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will the SDCSS find their revenge, or will SAS prove to be their post-season kryptonite? Getting ready, international cricket returns to the Spice Isle in grand fashion this month as the Grenada National Cricket Stadium prepares to host a critical 6-match multi-format series between the West Indies women and Sri Lanka women. Starting February 20th, 2026, the series will feature 3 one-day internationals and 3 T20 internationals, providing both teams with vital preparation for the 2026 ICC Women's T20 World Cup, scheduled for this summer in the United Kingdom. Deputy Chair of the National Organizing Committee, Chrislyn, says they have dotted the I's and crossed their T's. While the one-day internationals provide valuable points, the T20 international leg is seen as a primary focus. Both teams are drawn in Group 2 for the upcoming World Cup alongside hosts England and New Zealand. Sri Lanka is looking to regain momentum after a recent series lost to India, while the West Indies aim to maintain their strong home record after recent victories over South Africa and Bangladesh. Relay meet. The Grenada Athletics Association has officially started the countdown to one of the nation's premier track event, IMA National Relay Meet. The meet takes place on Saturday, the 21st of February at the Karani James Athletic Stadium, starting at 3 p.m. and is being held as the biggest relay showdown in the country. This year, the stakes are higher than ever as the meet serves as a critical high-speed tune-up for local stars preparing for the 2026 Carifta Games. The event continues its powerhouse partnership with the Investment Migration Agency, IMA, of Grenada, the title sponsor for the 2026 edition. The agency has committed a significant amount to sponsorship to the meet, a move designed to transform the competition into a high-stakes arena for developing talent. That's it for your sports this evening. Up next, regional and international news. Now let's look at what's happening in the region. BLP sweeps Barbados again for the 3rd consecutive general election. Prime Minister Mia Mottley and her Barbados Labour Party have delivered a clean sweep at the polls, capturing all 30 seats in the House of Assembly and underlining an unprecedented era of political dominance. Jubilant Barbados Labour Party supporters erupted in celebration at Grantley Adams House on Wednesday night as election results confirmed a 3rd straight 30-0 victory for Prime Minister-elect Mia Mottley. The landslide mandate cements Mottley's position as the island's most commanding political figure in recent memory. In one of her first pronouncements, Mottley declared a national public holiday for Friday and called for a Thanksgiving and celebration rally at the National Botanical Gardens on Saturday, which is also Valentine's Day. The BLP's dominance was evident from the first declared seat, with Santia Bradshaw retaining St. Michael Southeast and continued across the various constituencies. Notable wins included Charles Griffith in St. John, Neil Rao in St. Michael Northwest, and Mottley herself securing St. Michael Northeast by a wide margin. The party also held traditional strongholds and welcomed fresh faces, such as Tyra Trotman in St. Michael Central and Dr. Chantal Monroe-Knight in Christchurch South. In her victory speech, Motley emphasized the responsibility that comes with such a sweeping mandate. Tempers flared on Capitol Hill in the U.S. as Jeffrey Epstein's victims and Democratic lawmakers pressed U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi for answers on the department's handling of sexual abuse allegations. Lawmakers criticized the Justice Department for failing to deliver the promised transparency in the Epstein case and for exposing confidential information about victims. The hearing quickly descended into confrontation, with Bondi urged to explain the lack of charges related to Epstein's crimes. Meanwhile, renewed scrutiny has fallen on Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in the UK over previously undisclosed communications with Epstein during his tenure on Trade Envoy, further fueling international questions about the scope of the scandal.
Jeffrey Epstein's survivors have brought their fight for justice to Capitol Hill, furious that some of their details were released in the files. They say that's traumatized them all over again.
Abusers' names and contact information is redacted while our faces and stories are left on full display. This is not protection. This is betrayal.
A partial release of these files by the DOJ, riddled with improper redactions that expose the vulnerable and shield the powerful from accountability, is not justice.
Give us the rest of the files and start the investigations. Start the investigations on the things that are in the files right now.
Inside the Capitol, the Attorney General Pam Bondi was appearing before an influential committee for the first time since the release of the files.
Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief, so help you God?
I did.
With some of the survivors in the room, one Democrat used their presence to attack the Department of Justice.
And if you are willing, please raise your hands if you have still not been able to meet with this Department of Justice. Please know for the record that every single survivor has raised their hand.
In her opening statement, Pam Bondi had expressed sympathy for the victims, but no apology. And what about further criminal indictments?
I find it...
How many have you indicted?
Excuse me. I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No, you're going to answer the question the way I asked it.
You don't tell me anything.
I did tell you because...
That call for prosecutions by many Democrats extended to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
These two photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against former Prince Andrew. So I ask you, Attorney General Pam Bondi, why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland.
Pam Bondi appeared about to answer that question, but was cut off. Mr. Mountbatten Windsor has always denied he's done anything wrong, but has not recently answered repeated calls for him to come here to answer questions.
Neighbor, shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes, this is pathetic.
The committee often descended into a shouting match, with the Attorney General launching into her political opponents.
This has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million, and Donald Trump signed that law.
Members of Congress are continuing to review the unredacted files, which have now led to a number of other names of alleged conspirators being made public, and to repeated questions over why no new prosecutions are being pursued.
That's our look for international news. Let's recap the headlines. Community gathers in solemn vigil to honor Alejandra Let Hippolyte. Authorities intensify manhunt for escaped prisoner. Heng Sheng Group and government celebrate landmark progress in Grenada National Resort Project. NNP caretaker says government policy is squeezing local contractors. Regionally, Motley's BLP sweeps Barbados polls again. Internationally, Epstein victims clash with U.S. Justice Department. In sports, Intercall Planning Committee calls for greater collaboration with the private sector. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and on radio and Instagram at GBN News_GBN at that is Instagram at GBN_news. Threads, GBN_news, TikTok, GBN News, and of course on Twitter or X, GBN News Official. For news items in your area, call 440-3033 or 440-1252. You can also email us at gbnnews@gbn.gd. For these and other top stories, this is GBN News. I am Chrislyn Lashington. We'll see you again. Good night.